Carbs make you fat. You need 6 meals a day to keep your metabolism running. Too much protein is going to destroy your kidneys. If you've heard any of these, you're not alone. Nutrition misinformation is everywhere. And today, we're tackling the biggest myths that have confused people for decades. But we're not stopping there. We're also busting the myths about nutrition and aging. Because believe it or not, much of what you've been told about how diet affects the aging process is flat out wrong. So get ready. We're diving deep into the science of food, metabolism, and longevity, exposing the truth behind the biggest nutrition misconceptions out there. Today on the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast.
Welcome to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast
with Garrett Williamson.
Health, wellness, exercise, nutrition, and a whole lot more. Got questions? Call us and leave a message at 251-278-EDGE or message us at Personal Edge Fitness on Facebook and Instagram, at Team PE on Twitter, or personaledgefitness.com.
Welcome back to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast, where we're dispelling the myths of health, fitness, and wellness, and today, definitely nutrition. I'm your host, Garrett Williamson, president of Personal Edge Fitness. Now, if you have any questions about today's episode, you can reach us at 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. You can also email me at Garrett, Garrett, at personaledgefitness.com, or visit our website at personaledgefitness.com. You can connect with us on Facebook, Personal Edge Fitness, and X, at Team PE. Now, let's talk about nutrition myths. Because let's be honest, when it comes to food and aging, most people are getting their information from social media influencers, outdated textbooks, or their neighbor who read an article once in 1997. I mean, come on, let's be honest about it. We're busting two major categories of nutrition myths today. The biggest general nutrition myths, the ones that make it hard for people to lose weight, build muscle, and eat right. And misconceptions about nutrition and aging, because what you eat has a profound effect on how well you age. And some of the advice out there is just completely wrong. So let's get into it. Myth number one, carbs make you fat. The low carb craze. It never really goes away, does it? Every decade, a new expert claims that carbs are the enemy. Atkins, keto, carnivore, they're all tell you the same thing. Carbs make you fat. Where does this myth come from? Well, the fear of carbs comes from the idea that carbs spike insulin, which promotes fat storage. While insulin does help store nutrients, here's what the science actually says. A study from the Journal of American Medical Association, JAMA, compared low-carb, low-fat, and balanced diets. The result? No significant difference in weight loss when calories were controlled. You've heard of those blue zones, regions where people live the longest, like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy. These places have high carb diets, yet some of the lowest obesity and disease rates in the world. The real issue is calories, not carbs. Truth is, weight gain comes from consuming more calories than you burn, not from a single macronutrient. Here's a little analogy for it. Blaming carbs for weight gain is like blaming your steering wheel for a car accident. It's the driver's habits, not the wheel, that cause the crash. The takeaway here, carbs are not the enemy. Excess calories are. If weight loss is your goal, focus on overall calorie balance, not demonizing bread. Okay, let's get to myth number two. You need to eat 6 meals a day to boost your metabolism. Listen, for years, people believe that eating small, frequent meals kept their metabolism high, like constantly throwing logs on a fire. I've seen many quote-unquote health professionals say this, but science completely disagrees. A major review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found no significant difference in metabolism between people who ate 6 meals a day versus those who ate 2 to 3. What actually matters for metabolism? Simple. Total daily calorie intake, and then your muscle mass and activity levels. Here's the real reason why people eat 6 meals a day. You've probably known quote-unquote healthy people that do this. Well, bodybuilders and elite athletes often eat more frequently, but not because it boosts metabolism. They do it because they need to fit it in a massive calorie intake. We had this with the first person I ever worked with on nutrition, which was a swimmer. And trying to get enough calories in that person, we had to eat several meals a day. Eating 6 times a day doesn't speed up your metabolism. It's like filling up your gas tank 6 times a day instead of 2. You're still using the same amount of fuel. The takeaway on this, Meal frequency is a personal choice. It won't affect weight loss or metabolism. What matters is calories and macronutrient balance. All right, myth number 3. High protein diets damage your kidneys. Let's talk about protein and kidney health. Somewhere along the way, people started saying too much protein is bad for your kidneys. Well, the science says otherwise. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism reviewed multiple studies and found no evidence that high-protein diets cause kidney damage in healthy individuals. So where does this myth come from? It comes from people with existing kidney disease. Because people with existing kidney disease, reducing protein can actually help manage the condition. But in healthy people, protein does not cause kidney problems. I'll give you a real-world example of this. Elite athletes routinely eat 200 to 300 grams of protein per day with no kidney issues. They're just trying to repair that muscle that they're breaking down. Blaming protein for kidney damage is like blaming lifting weights for breaking bones. It only causes harm if there's already an underlying issue. The takeaway on this one, unless you already have kidney issues, high-protein diets are completely safe and highly beneficial for muscle growth and longevity. Let's shift gears and talk about how nutrition influences the aging process. As a big myth, your metabolism slows down with age. I always love debunking this one. People who blame age for weight gain, it's ridiculous. Here's what the research shows. Metabolism only slightly slows down, but that's because from decreased activity. It's a direct correlation. Protein prevents muscle loss and keeps metabolism high. Healthy fats support brain health and reduce inflammation. Antioxidants found in various fruits and vegetables combat oxidative stress. The takeaway on this, aging doesn't slow metabolism. Lifestyle does. Proper nutrition helps keep you young. Let's kind of wrap all this up. Here's what we learned today. Carbs don't make you fat. Excess calories do. More calories in than calories out is always going to cause weight gain. Eating 6 meals a day won't speed up your metabolism. Remember that whole analogy with the gas tank. Same amount of fuel going in. Just depends on your lifestyle and how it best fits you on how many times you eat. High protein diets don't damage your kidneys unless you've got a pre-existing condition as far as your kidneys are concerned. Nutrition can actually slow what we call the aging process if it's done right. Hey, listen, you want to learn more? Reach out to us at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. You can also email me at Garrett, Garrett, at personaledgefitness.com or visit us at personaledgefitness.com. Hit us up on X at Team PE or contact us through Facebook, Personal Edge Fitness. Don't believe all those myths out there. The myths out there make it far more difficult than it needs to be. It's the whole reason I started the podcast, dispelling the myths of health, fitness, and wellness. And it's also just one more way Personal Edge Fitness helps you reach your level of wellness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Personal Edge Fitness Podcast with Garrett Williamson. Subscribe now and be a part of the show by calling 251-278-EDGE or message us on Facebook and Instagram at Personal Edge Fitness or at Team PE on Twitter and visit us at personaledgefitness.com.